9 out of 10 doctors agree that Rich and Jeremy have a radio show on Wings 94.3. Looking at you, Dr. K.
One of these days.
One
of these days.
Margaritaville. I would hear that song in the car as a kid and just be like, man.
I don't know where that is, but I want to go.
What a life this dude's leading.
I'm telling you.
I wanted a woman who could tell me, or like whose fault I could blame. You know, I could blame.
And now you have...
You know, I so wanted a woman to blame it on.
Yeah.
Whatever it was that I was dealing with as a kid.
Homework. And then you realize
bullies.
by the end of the song that it's your own blanking fault.
I know. And you could sing that in the car. I remember sometime like trying that one time. Like singing along.
Yeah.
You know, and like, let's see what Dad's going to say.
Right.
You know, or maybe I'm going to, instead of like hit him high, hit him.
Man in the whole blank town.
Hit him high, hit him low. Maybe I'm going to go to the original and give him hell.
Right.
We can say that. It's okay. Yeah. You can say it too now, Dirk.
Okay.
Do y'all cuss in your house?
No,
I mean, does he get in trouble? What's the worst word you've ever said?
All right, it's time for the Tuesday tip for the man cave.
Brought to you by Ace Hardware.
Yeah, that's right.
Love
University
those guys.
Ace Hardware, and hey, listen. Now it's time to get into the garden center if you're trying to get your house and your yard all ready for spring and summer. Now's the time to do it.
The most convenient hardware store in town.
Great folks that will help you out as well.
And it's called Ace.
Yep. What better could you?
Lowe's, what is that?
Ace is the place for the helpful hardware folks.
I don't want a low, I want a high.
There you go.
You know, and that's where I get it at Ace.
The Ace. It's a high card. I'm with you. I got you. All right. Let's keep moving. All right. Time for tips for the man cave. We were having a discussion off the air about handshakes, and we thought this would be a very good topic for Rich's tip for the man cave.
Well, and Johnny brought it up because apparently Prince William just got his hand mangled by some sort of Indian something prime. What's his name? Moby?
Modi?
Moby? Really? Moby doesn't look strong enough.
You would not think that he could produce the impressions that were left upon Prince William's hand.
Apparently, the guy squeezed Prince William's hand so hard. Now, it's my contention. Now, he obviously squeezed too hard to leave fingerprints and hand marks. But it appears that Prince William maybe had a little bit of a sunburn going on. But at any rate, this Indian dude is known for excessive grip strength. All right? Right? That's basically what we're talking about.
Excessive grip. Right.
All right. So there are a couple of things.
It's a gripping story. Let's talk about
There's a couple of things that are important about the. Yeah, that was good.
Thank you.
Couple of things that are important about a handshake.
And you can get some grips at Ace Hardware. Couple of things are important about a handshake. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh. All right. Some important things about the handshake. First of all, handshakes are still important. All right. I know there are a lot of traditions and a lot of customs and courtesies that have gone by the wayside with the later generations across the board. Handshakes, still very important in this culture. Handshakes say a couple of things about the person who is shaking hands. It conveys a lot of things very quickly.
Yeah, no, totally.
It can convey self-confidence.
Sure.
It can convey trustworthiness. It can convey intent. There are a lot of different things that can be conveyed in a handshake. And if it's not done properly, you can completely blow that first impression.
And you never get a chance.
You never get it back.
For a first,
you only
second chance at a first impression.
That's exactly right. A limp handshake, you know, those people that they throw their hand out there, but it's just kind of there. It's just, and you go to shake hands and there's no, they don't squeeze back at all. They're just hi, how are you? There are a couple of things about that. Some people just never been taught. Either they didn't have a strong father in the family that didn't explain it. Maybe they're a single mom. Maybe mom didn't understand how the nuances. There wasn't an uncle that explained it or a male figure. Because I'm going to go ahead and this is going to sound sexist and chauvinistic.
I love it.
But traditionally, the handshake has been a male. That's been traditionally a male thing. Now,
I've never shaken the hand of a woman.
Now, as women have rightly gained their place.
The right to the shake.
Well, here's the thing. because we have realized in our more enlightened state that we're all equal and that we all have our own, that there's a level playing field, at least there should be. When it comes especially to professional relationships, it's a relatively new thing. The tradition used to state, all right, a man never initiates a handshake with a woman. Really? Yes.
When was that?
That's just common courtesy.
Really?
That's just whoever's book of rules. I don't know, but that's always been the rule. Now, a woman may instigate the handshake. She may.
Well, I like that. I like being pursued.
Okay. Now, if you're a guy shaking another guy's hand, a couple of basics you got to keep in mind. First of all, eye contact is key.
Right.
Eye contact is key. All right. Secondly,
she's loving this.
Thumb to thumb, all right? You want one of these things. The web of the thumb to the web of the thumb. Don't grab me around the knuckles.
Right.
Don't give me one of these. If you accidentally get one of these, acknowledge it and go in for the real thing.
Well, you can't sometimes because it's almost like a thumb war type deal.
No,
I've had this issue. Don't make me feel bad. Worse than I already do.
If you go in for a handshake and somebody accidentally grabs you at the wrong place, or you accidentally you squeeze too quick,
you tell them to stop and back up.
You acknowledge. Oh, hey, missed that, and readjust and go in for the real thing.
Doofus, you totally screwed that up.
No.
Let's try again.
No,
but acknowledging it is uncomfortable.
But
you get a little tickle and make them retreat.
No, but here's the thing. If you acknowledge and readjust, that tells them something about you.
Yeah,
it says, you know what? I'm comfortable enough with who I am. I'm confident enough with who I am that I can acknowledge that was not perfect, but I'm going to make it perfect.
I love this. Kendall Simmons came in.
All right. You hear what I'm saying?
Okay.
All right.
I'm totally going to do that. Next time somebody gives me a wrong one, I'm going to be like, you know what? Let's try that again. I don't care if you're 6'9".
Exactly right.
And
they'll respect you for it.
That's right.
Respect you for
That's how I was going to do it.
All
right. I love it.
Now, here's the other thing.
That's a good tip.
Here's the other thing. You want a firm grip, all right? A firm grip.
Sure.
But you also don't want to, listen, imagine you're shaking a cucumber. All right, you want to hold on to the cucumber, but if you squeeze it too tight, it's going to just squish, right? You don't want to squish the cucumber. All right.
Speaking for what? Okay.
I'm trying to think.
All right.
I'm trying to think of something that gives about the same resistance as a hand. Okay, that's all. That's all I'm saying.
Sure. That's exactly the way. I practiced on a cucumber growing up. It'd be like, let me shake my hand, and I would just find the nearest cucumber.
Okay, here's my point. You don't want to over squeeze, okay? Because then it becomes like this.
We're talking about handshake.
Yes, this. Then the handshake becomes a battle of wills, and that's not what a handshake is about. This isn't about establishing your dominance over the other person.
I think a lot of people treat it that way.
They think it is, but that's incorrect. What you're doing is you're exchanging some unspoken information.
Sure.
Some people try to use this to be the tallest hog of the trough. They're alpha male or whatever.
No, definitely.
But that's not.
I don't need to do that.
But you know what?
Though I am.
If that's your intent, that says everything about you, and that's negative too.
Amen.
All right. What this does, the whole intent is to show that you're accepting and that you are willing to interact with this person on an equal basis as yourself. That's the whole intent of a handshake.
Sure.
It's to seal a deal. We agree on something, or you know what? We're meeting for the first time, and this is going to be a good interaction. That's why in politics, the handshake photo op is key, because it says we are on the same level. I see you as a peer, and we're going to work on something together. That's the whole thing of a handshake.
Didn't Thomas Jefferson invent it or something?
No, it's been around for eons. All right, so
I wonder what Jesus' handshake was like.
Firm, solid.
Good one, huh?
2 good shakes, a squeeze, and you're out. That's.
Do you actually? What? Do we actually shake though?
Yes.
You actually shake.
All right, I want you to watch.
Hang on.
I want you to watch.
Well,
okay.
now that
you and Dirk.
Dirk.
What do you mean?
You just that.
No, I. Wait. So you actually hang on.
See that?
You wipe stuff off your hands.
All right.
That's not about to happen.
Okay. Here's the other thing, guys. Hang on, guys. Stay with me.
No, see, I never do. I never actually shake. I just grasp.
No, you got to give it a shake. Not big. You're not trying to break somebody's arm.
No.
All right. Here's the other thing, and we'll wrap this up, guys. If you're shaking a woman's hand, If this is, I don't
Firmly.
care. I don't care where it is. All right, unless it's your 88-year-old grandmother who is bedridden and can barely. Yeah. All right, then you got to be very, very gentle. Otherwise, if a woman is initiating a handshake and you're in a professional situation,
treat her like a man.
Treat her like
boss.
a woman. Treat her like a woman, like the woman she deserves to be treated as. Treat her with respect. Treat her with dignity. If she's offering to shake your hand, then you shake her hand. Don't squeeze it, but don't insult her by being lily soft with your handshake.
Look at her nod. In high school, I would actually kiss the hands of the girls.
That's a whole nother segment that we can talk about later.